Legends. Welcome back then, Fast Jet Performance. My name's Tim Davies. This video is going to be short. I'm looking at 5 minutes max okay, because I really just wanted to point out, signpost if you will, some places where Fast Jet Performance is going to go over the next 12 months. And so hopefully you know what to kind of expect from it. That's the main key. Now, I used to run a group called the 12 Months of the Awesome Warrior. It was on a Facebook group. You're on a Facebook page watching this now. There is a fundamental difference. There was 600 people in that group. Obviously, it's a closed group. And out of those, about 100 would contribute to all the stuff that we were doing. I can't afford the time right now to be doing that. I'm doing other things out there as well in the big wide world. So what I've said is I've got to stop that group. It was only for the year when I left the military anyway, just to pass on some lessons. So I said to the group, what should we do? Do we archive everything? Do you guys want to carry on running the group? And they've said, well, if you take the stuff you've done in the group and we just drop it into Fast Jet Performance, well, then we're all there anyway and we can just watch it and we can just recap it and it'll be really good for us. So that's really cool. That's what I'm going to try and do this year then, is in Fast Jet Performance then, what I'm going to do is drop all the 12 months content, the 12 months of the Awesome Warrior, or 12 mores, if you hear me say that, and drop it into Fast Jet Performance. There's some great stuff there, hopefully, that I put some time into as well, that you guys on Fast Jet Performance hopefully will get something out of, which is the idea. I will put all those lessons, every month there was a different lessons, from positivity to ownership to accountability to responsibility, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put it into like a book. And that book, hopefully, I'll be able to throw out to people. I doubt you'll be able to buy it. It's probably just Tim can send me the book. But hopefully, if you're feeling a bit low, you can jump into the positivity chapter. And there's some great stuff in there that will hopefully boost you a little bit. And that's the main key, because sometimes it's quite dark outside. And we're not happy with ourselves. And hopefully, there'll be some things in there to improve our mental state. And that really is what Fast Jet Performance is about. It's looking at who we are as individuals, who's our network, who's our safety sort of blanket outside there, and how we can all move forward together. That said, obviously there's a lot of content for the younger people that are looking to join the military. I'm not trying to force people into the military. That's not what I'm about. I'm not a recruitment service, and anyone that knows me knows that only too well, because of course I'm not very happy with parts of the military that I left behind, such as the United Kingdom Military Flying Training System. I'm not trying to force people into that. I think that is below the standard at which we should accept as military personnel. It's not what we would do normally. However, that is being improved, and I am open about it. And of course, if I have been quite vitriolic towards that in the past, well, then I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not that sorry. As I said, I think it is below the standard. So if I'm driving young people, or you think I'm driving them too much into the service, I feel I have a responsibility to keep their eyes open. There's a lot of things they can do out there other than join the military and hold for a while whilst they're waiting for a place to come up. So, but content is there for all these people to develop themselves, whether they want to go into the military, want to go into airliners, they want to go into business somewhere. In fact, I had a chat with a young guy recently, a web developer, making a lot of money out there, and he's decided not to follow through with an application in the Royal Air Force. He's actually going to go and carry on running his business, which he's doing very, very well at, and I've got a lot of respect for that, even though I was encouraging him to try and follow those aspirations into the service if that's what he wanted. So I do a lot of that on the back end, guys, with emails, everything else. I do a lot of Skype calls, everything else. But the main thing I'm doing at the moment is with a company called Aerialist. And if you haven't figured out about Aerialist right now, they're quite a young engineering company. They're quite heavily into getting investment at the moment. They're getting quite a lot. I'm traveling around the country doing this sort of thing. They're building 2 new flying trainers. It's a modular approach. It's very different. And of course, what we're doing is putting a whole world of courseware in there from day one. The simulator is being built at exactly the same time as the aircraft. It's not going to be an afterthought. Mention no names. This is going to be from day one. If you want to get involved in that, then jump across to Aerialist's website. Secondary, I do a lot of speaking, a lot of writing. If you've got a business out there, you want me to come and drop some hard bombs on you, not literally, of course, but some factual stuff, help you guys to grow. Well, I do a lot of that, so I can hopefully come around and do that as well. And of course, the other thing is I'm going to be doing is a lot of FJP content. As I said, get this book done. I've got another book hopefully going to come out reasonably soon if I can square that away. That's all time. And it will all be coming from this office, hopefully. This is the office in the crib. This is not an Anglesey. This is down in Herefordshire. And as you can see on the walls back here, I'll try and point them if I can. I don't know whether this is reversed for you, but this here is a Hawk T1 from 19 Squadron. I was a student there, and again, I was a student here on 15. That's a Tornado GL4. And this right-hand side here for me, could be the left for you, that's a Tornado GL4 from 12 Squadron. And in fact, the boss of 12, my boss, a guy called Mike Wigston, now is about to become the Chief Air Staff. He's a great guy, So listen to him, see if he changes the world. And then underneath that, there's a Hawk T2 from 4 Squadron RF Valley. On the back wall here, again, that's a picture there. On that big picture here is, there we go. That's Dartmouth, Britannia Royal Naval College. Some of the guys I helped recently in that college now, which is fantastic. So I'm a Dartmouth graduate. I'm not a Cranwell graduate, even though I spent 15 years in the Royal Air Force, only 5 in the Navy. That's a naval officer's sword underneath it. That's a King George VI sword, the Royal Air Force officer's hat. Some belts there, and my flying gloves are there as well. Underneath it, then you've just got some certification and some awards that the US Army gave me when I served with them back in 2011. So hopefully most of the content will come out of this room. I've got another room with a whiteboard opposite. That's where I'm going to put some lessons down as well. So hopefully that's enough for you at the moment. It's that's 5.5 minutes, guys. I said it was going to be short. I did say it was going to be short, and that's hopefully what you're going to get out of it today. So again, fast year performance then, accountability, responsibility about furthering your own performance. We're going to drive that throughout the year. Please engage with it. One thing I really get a lot of feedback from, in case you're not really aware, 20 seconds and I'm out, guys, is when people put stuff in the comments, when people add their own things in the comments, especially people who've tried to get into the service and they haven't got in, people that are running businesses, people love that stuff, love that reality stuff that people are dropping in there. And guys that are still serving, especially the positive guys that are still serving, the people that don't want to throw some weird kind of hate around for some reason. But if you are dropping some really great stuff in those comments, I get a lot of stuff back from people who find that. Be nice in the comments, guys. Always are. That's about it, guys. Anyway, that's where FJP's going. Hopefully I'll drop some more content later this week. Love you all, obviously. Tim Davies.